Okay, this is the K966 loader from Kabolite. Let's see how to disassemble to check inside for the pump, for the valve, and for the transmission gearbox, differential lock, all the functions. If got problem, how to open to check. So first to remove this cover, rear side cabin, engine cover, we have to here one screw, and other side one screw. Okay, right side one screw. Downside two screw, one here, take out. Then we can remove this cover. So this is the rear side light, have to unplug here. So remember left side is white wire, right side red wire. Have to take out so you can pull out this cover. Yeah, after take out this plug, pull it out. So this cover it is removed. Okay, we suction out the oil so not to get the oil everywhere. Cut loose these clips, and before we unplug this one, all the plug we better make a mark, channel 1, 2, 3, 4, or we put a mark, so when we put back, easier. So from CH1 to CH9, all channel take out one by one and put the tag, CH1 to 9. So when you put back the plugs and the receiver will be easier. And also, remember these three wires, the color, which position. Dark orange here, bright orange, yellow it is middle. This purple it is here. Take out. So later we can remove. This is also from channel 8. Later when put back will be easier. So this all the lights. So left side for this one, and these two from the front to light. So put 1, 2, 3, 4 tag. So one put back easier. Now these three plugs. So remember the position. So shapes are different. You can't put it back around. Pull and pull out. This one have to press down. Take out. Okay, now we can remove the plate. This one, 2 screw, take out. Take out this board, 2 screw. Now remove this battery chamber, this plastic plate. Take it out, 2 screw. One here, and one left side. Then can take out this plate. You will see under there. Now we have the wheel of the pump, valve system, and this drive motor. For looking at the transmission gearbox, we still have to take out the cabin. Let's remove the cabin to see the transmission gearbox. So first screws under the cabin, and this one, and other side too same. After remove first screws, this cabin can be taken out. That's the outside shell and the window and the seat. Remove it. So now remove this plate. We can see the gearbox. First screw. So first screw removed. This plate take out. Now we see here the driver motor, and here transmission gearbox. So there is a servo for shifting gear. It is 2-speed gear. Let's take out this side ladder plate for screw. After remove, so later we can remove this cylinder for steering, and then we can remove the transmission gearbox. Also, left side is this ladder plate. Take out. So to remove the transmission gearbox, we have to first remove the CVT driving shaft. So here, turning the wheel, you will find inside the hole, you will find the Titan screw here, very small one. To lose this one, take out, then we can take out the driving shaft. So this screw already take out. Now the rear side driving shaft already disconnect from the transmission gearbox. but front side is still connecting. But front side, this Titan screw is smaller, need to use smaller this Allen key. So front side, this one is still connected to transmission gearbox, but this one I tried. When they put the screw, when assembling also put this Loctite glue, so very hard to remove, turn this one. I'm afraid broken it, so better to remove from here. This screw I cannot take out, so we have to remove all the plate from rear side. Then we can remove this CVT driving shaft and remove the gearbox. So here we'll remove this screw. Okay, this one removed, so later this 4 rear side plate we can remove it. These 2 screws and also on top have 2 more screws for holding this rear side plate. Remove these 2 screws. All this trouble because we cannot take out the CVT driving shaft Titan screw. If we can take out, we can remove this gearbox easily, but now we have to remove the frame. Need to remove this hold for the steering cylinder because the upper part plate, it is connected here. And then also have forward. Take out this pin. So now, also rear side this holding cover need to take out. Yeah, now these 2 screws. Yeah, now this already up, or this chassis is already loosed. Also this one should be able to disconnect from the disconnect from the transmission gearbox. Now it's pulled out. So later, when we lose transmission gearbox, so we can pull out transmission gearbox from the CVT drive shaft, we pull out together. These 4 screws are holding the base of the transmission gearbox. We need to lose it. These 4 screws, take out. So these bottom screws are very tight because they have glue. Not to lose it. So when moving, take it out, need to turn back a little so the glue will come off. If use big power directly, maybe broken the screw. Okay, take out all these 4 screws. Okay, take out. Already loose. Take out all the screws. So after 4 screw removed, so now already we can move this one, but the forward transmission gearbox is still connected to this forward CVT drive shaft. The screw here we cannot lose, so we only can remove from here the pin. Have these clips, remove these small clips, we can pull out this connecting CVT drive shaft together. Okay, remove these clips, push it, yeah, already push it out. Pin also fall out. Here are the pin and the clips. So now this CVT drive shaft can be pulled out, you see? Okay, you can take out the gearbox. Yeah, get stuck with the hose. Now remove from the top. So when you put in this loader, put back, be careful about these axles, yeah, because have these differential lock wires, it is still connected, so not pulling it, not damage it. Set it back. Now we will check on this transmission gearbox and the motor. Let's connect back the power to test this transmission gearbox. So power, battery connected, power off. Let's connect for driver, it is channel 3. Channel 3, connect to channel 3 receiver. And this transmission gearbox shifting servo, channel 6, connect to channel 6. So 4, 5, 6. So from different machine one setting, the switch or channel maybe will have difference. Only different channel and different control switch, but principle same, yeah? Okay, now power it on. Drive it. Okay, now it's driven. Check the speed. So now channel 6, it is controlled by SWC. For others, maybe SWA. It is checked here. Setting, function. Yeah, it's in Chinese, sorry. But I can show you, yeah, go to function and auxiliary channel. So channel 5, SWA. Channel 6 for the shifting gear, yeah, so it is SWC. Let's shift it. Yeah, now it's shifted to low speed. Up part 2 position same, low speed. Downside, high speed. So check. Now it is engaged because the gear gets stuck, not in position. Only when you turn in the gear pushing inside get totally engaged. Change back to low. You see, when get stuck, it's shaking. After you move the gear, turning it, drive it, then totally engaged. So at this position, it is low speed. Pushing back, that's high speed. So to end position. So maybe your gearbox not engaged. We have to check here. I will change to English. So this one only the connecting rod push all the way out. It is low gear, and pushing all the way in. That's high speed gear engaged. So if it is not engaged, we have to check and change the endpoints. So go to function, setting, function, endpoints. So shifting gear servo is channel 6. Channel 6 it's 0% and 50%. So 0% it is already left side 0%. That's already the lowest position for the servo turning angle for the low speed gear. So if it is not engaged, not pulling enough, this one 0% we can increase like 3% more, 6% more until it is engaged. Now it is already all the way out engaged. So if changing to high speed, not engaged yet, turning, okay, engaged. If changing to high speed, not pushing all the way in here, you can increase until, yeah, it's pushing more inside. Actually 50% already engaged. Check the angle. If I decrease 30, 20, you see, already coming out, not engaged. Now it's low speed engaged. So for high speed, we have to increase. This one, it is around 50% engaged. It is different, yeah. Different machines, the servo angle different. The servo for the endpoints will be different. Need to check from your machine how much is this connecting rod position, then adjust little by little until engaged. So if you already changing the endpoints, but it never get engaged, even the connecting rod is in position, cannot drive, cannot turn the wheels, maybe inside the gearbox, gear problem, maybe it is the motor for driving the motor shaft gear problem, so we will open to see. Remove these 3 screws, yeah, we'll be able to remove the motor with reducing gearbox. Okay, take it out, one by one, 3 screws. So you see, after remove, this gearbox, this driving shaft, it is D-shape connecting to this speed reducing gearbox. So D-shape, turn it. Inside turning, it's reducing speed, inside it's like this. Planetary gear. So driving, this is the driving gearbox, this motor driving gears. So this one cannot be loosed because it's D-shape, no help with the screw tighten. So if your gearbox not driving, should not be here the connection problem. So now you check. So after endpoints check, still no driving. After check this gearbox here, the planetary gears still okay. You push, disconnect, yeah, so servo you can turn it. Push all the way out, low speed gear. This position you hold, turn it to see if it's get stuck, if engaged or not. Should be turning together. If it's turning one side freely, other side freely not engaged, means inside gearbox gears have problem, broken. Pushing other side, check also high speed gear position. Turning should be turning together, not one side turning free. Yeah, it's turning together. So gears are engaged. Inside gears should be no problem. Not engaged. Now it is engaged. Okay, that's for how to check in the gearbox and this motor. So now we only connected this driven motor to the board and controlling it, driven. So if the gearbox not engaged, it cannot turn the shaft. So now it's turning. Move the servo, change position, still connecting. Now disengage. That's the neutral position. And push more, engage again to high speed gear position. So only these two end points can engage. This end point, this side, low speed, and the middle, neutral, no turning, and this side, high speed. So if yours cannot drive motor only turning, but shaft cannot turn, this means the gearbox, it is in middle position, neutral position. Have to adjust the endpoints for servo to turn it to this position and high speed position. So here that's the differential lock servo. So this servo turning to rear side, pulling the wires, the differential lock will be locked. Now it is unlocked for rear side and the front side. So have two wires here, one for rear side, one for front side wires for differential lock. So now rear side not locked, turning this side not turning. If pulling the servo, pulling the wires, it's like that. Now it's locked. So the wheels now it's turning together. It's differential locked. Same for the front side. So if your differential lock after servo turning cannot lock, so this one need to adjust the servo endpoints to turning more to rear side. So can pull the wire, the differential lock to position to lock it. Also same for the front side. So if changing the endpoint still cannot lock, means here maybe the wire is loosed. So no matter how much you pull, this one cannot tight. So here have to lose these wires, this screw loose and tighten more for the wires, then tighten the screw again. So for front side, the same principle, but if you have to tighten the wires and the screws, need to remove the axle from here, have two bolts. One bolt here, one bolt other side. Then can remove the axle, front axle, and then tighten the wires. So for all the cylinder, 5 to this, one this to here. So 5 cylinder, if cylinder leaking, can open the cover here. Also cover can open, and also for cylinder can take out with these pins, screws remove, and then can change the O-ring for each cylinder if which one leaking. And for the pump system, valve system, I have opened in my another video. You can see it. So that's all for disassemble this K966 loader, the new version 1, and the troubleshooting to fix the problems. Thank you. I will make more video to show you more about our models. Thank you. Bye bye.